My name is Kirsten Evans. I am telling my story about how I found peace in a broken and hurt soul. I've been married to Joel for 15 years. We have 3 kids, Nora, Smith, and Miles, and we have so much fun, and life is crazy, and it's raw, and it's sometimes out of control, but I can always, at the end of the day, just be very sure of the fact that my kids know that I love them, and that they are in a home where mom and dad are real, and they are fun, they have drama, they make things crazy. I'm also a small business owner, and that business is always busy, and the kids are in there working with me, and they're helping me out, and we have a good time together. Nora is a ballerina. She's danced ballet for several years, and she is always on her toes, and she's taller than me, and it makes me crazy sometimes, but she's super fun, great to have a little teenager in the house. Smith, he is very systematic, he's very serious. Life is all about a certain way for him, and if it doesn't go that way, sometimes things get a little stressed out, but he has done a lot of work on himself to really figure out how to be in a world where things don't always go your way. And Miles is our, Tasmanian devil. He is the funnest little 7-year-old. He just runs around all the time. You never know what's gonna come out of Miles, and he makes us all so happy. He loves dance parties, and he just loves life. There's a few major rules in our house. One of them is you always have to hug it out. At the end of a disagreement or an argument, you have to hug it out. And another rule is you have to, if you want somebody to stop doing something, you have to say, please stop. And it's kind of like a password in our house where if somebody says, please stop, that means you don't do that anymore, you stop. And that can be whether you're tickling me too much, or whether you're singing too loud, or anything that you just are done with, it's please stop. The kids definitely have disagreements quite a bit, and they have learned to figure it out. And I'm not the best referee, because I really just tell my kids, you know what, take a time out, and when you've figured it out together, then I'll talk to you again, and we will move forward, and we'll hug it out at the end. My hobby is baking now, because it's something that I really love to do. I love to do it. It is fun for me. I enjoy it. The plus side is I can actually make some money from that too. So it's not only a job, but it's also a hobby. I love going to see movies. I usually just go to the movie for the popcorn, not always the movie. I love the popcorn. I watch some TV that is not always appropriate, and but it's my downtime. It's something that I feel like I need a little bit of me time. I won't say the show specifically, but the kids all know on Monday night that Mom's show is coming on and we need to evacuate, basically. And that's what happens. It's my show, it's my thing. I'm very okay with that. Fry's, I love Fry's. The grocery store up on the corner, it's kind of like my Target. It is like, I feel so good when I go to Fry's. I know the food that I want, where they give samples. Some of them will prepare my meals for me. I know the produce workers, I know the cashiers. You don't ever have to guess when you're dealing with me or working with me professionally or socially. Like, you don't have to wonder about me, because I'm usually just what I am. If my husband had to describe me in 2 words, I think he would say I'm constantly going. My kids would describe me in Diet Coke. Life has not always been as great as it is today. And This journey started only 2 years ago, and through the last few years, it's been a rough journey. Before that, I was just going through the days, just hoping to make it through, doing what I thought was just pushing through to the next one, pushing through the next one. My childhood was disturbing, and I wasn't given a lot of love as a child, and was abused, and I ended up with a really, really, really good man for a husband, and he kind of jumped along thinking that let's just get through. And then I started having relationships with my children that didn't really feel real, and I felt like my kids needed to have a better relationship with their mom, and I didn't know how to give that to them. And I struggled because they deserved the best me I could give them, and I didn't know what that even looked like. And as my kids grew up, I noticed that things from my past kept creeping up into my life, and when they did, I would take it out on my kids, and I didn't like that because they don't deserve that. And I realized that it was time that I figure out how I can make my life different. And that's all I wanted. I wanted to have a better life for my children than I had, and I wanted to have a grand connection with my children that I never had with